Coney. Sam, go ahead with your question.
Thanks, Sam, and hi, Premier.
Hey.
Quick questions. If you remember back in the days in the 90s, one of the main reasons for Alberta boom back then is the failed referendum in Quebec. This is where everybody was told that a lot of headquarters moved their offices from Quebec and Montreal into Calgary and Edmonton back then. So the question is, with this referendum looming in October, after the 300,000 signature got collected, and especially your government or maybe you yourself being accused that you made it easy for that referendum to come to life. So the question is, regardless if the referendum, what the result of it, are you concerned about the future of Alberta or from the economic perspective as a place of unrest for business due to this fight between in Canada, outside of Canada, for Alberta, for Canada?
Well, first of all, I would say that under the old rules, you needed 292,000 signatures. So I would just put that out there that both of the questions, do you want to remain in Canada or do you want to leave Calgary? They both got over 292,000 signatures. So the change in the threshold was kind of immaterial to their ability to get those number of signatures. What I take from it is 700,000 Albertans in combination. They want to have this question. They want to have this debate. And so we are waiting for a couple of things. We have the proponent of the Forever Canada petition, who initially started out saying he wanted a referendum. And he was very clear about that. He wanted a referendum to block the other one. And then as soon as he got the signatures, he said he didn't want a referendum anymore. So we're having to put that to a parliamentary committee to figure out, do we go to a vote or not? The other one, we're waiting to see what the court has to say about the wording of that question, to see whether there's any problems with it. And they're waiting on validating the signatures until they have that affirmed. So that would be the second part that we're waiting for. But what we've done is we've said that there's another way. I mean, there's a group of people who say, remain in Canada no matter how Canada treats us. That just is the way Canada works, and suck it up. And I don't believe that's the right answer. There's another group that says we need a divorce. Canada doesn't work. I don't think that's the right answer. The way I've put it is I think we need couples counseling. We need to work on this relationship, and that's what I'm doing. That's why I put forward 9 questions about how I think we can rebalance the roles within Confederation and address some of the pressure points on the Constitution and how our country works, but also on immigration. And also, I'm working with Mark Carney to land this MOU so that we can work in partnership to build a new pipeline to the West Coast so that we can solve some of our economic problems and also some of our revenue problems, and also demonstrate that the country works again. So that's what I think we need to do to bring people confidence that that Canada is going to work for Alberta, is to just prove it every day, identify the issues, take them seriously, and then work through them one by one, and just try to convince our fellow Albertans that Canada is worth fighting for. That's what my approach has been, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Thanks,
Thank
Melissa.
you, Sam.
Thanks.